we are trying to understand how to create your own forms without referring to the data from the cloud. Okay, referring to the data from the object. So we will try to get quick view of input components and output components using which we can create forms. Okay, let me give you. So look at the first example, Apex form. I was creating output link value equal to when I give output label, what it is giving you, boss? Creating a label in the page. Just a message it is printing. Output label. It is just printing a message on the page. It is just printing a message on the page. Output label. It is just printing a message on the page. Output label. Now I want to take an input from the user. Input text. Input text. When I say input text, it create text box for you to enter the data. Input text, it creates a text box for you to enter the data. Then I'm giving max size. When I give max size, it will also print the label. It will also print the label. Then what is the advantage of going for this? If I go with output label, I can control the value programmatically also. If I straight away print like this, I cannot control it. But if I give it like this, I can control the value programmatically. Using a program, I can change the label. Depends upon the requirement. Max size. Give max length. I can give max length. Max length 5. What is the purpose of this max length? It is not taking input more than 5 characters. Max length, maximum size of the input what I can enter. Maximum length of the input what I can enter. When I say max length, then I have next one, size. Input text. Size equal to 5. I gave size. Now what was that? I'm entering the input. It has nothing to do with length of the input. There's size of the box. Size will indicate the maximum size of the box, input box. The length within that is you can take anything. No issue with that. You can take anything, right? But the length of the box is the size of the box they have mentioned. Max size. This will specify size of the input text box. Then I have disabled. Input text disabled. Disabled. You can see the box, but it's in the disabled mode. Rendered. Rendered means what? Should I display or not? Disabled means show me, but it is in the disabled mode. Rendered is what? Don't display. Rendered equal to false. Don't display the box. Disabled, show me, but in the disabled mode. Rendered, show me or not. Okay, hide me. Show or hide. Then direction. Direction RTL, right to left. Direction we have RTL, right to left. Direction right to left. Rendered direction. Then we have style. We want to apply some style here. Input text. Style we have given. We have taken a style. So we have got properties here. What was that? Maximum length, size, disabled, rendered, direction, style. So when you say disabled, instead as 2, box will be rendered. Instead as 2, direction, style if you want to apply any CSS. I hope you are good with this. So this is how we have given. So input, basically we are trying to create input text box. What we are trying to create here, input text box. I hope you are good. So it depends upon the property, different styles of the text boxes are displayed. So output label, input text. Anyone has any query at this level? Is that was clear? Right? Okay. Now we'll try to take a combination of page block section and display this. Page block with the page block section. Let us look at this example. Try to understand the concept clearly. I have a key point here. Apex, output, label, value, enter name, input text. I give the page like this. In the page block section, one component will be printed in one column. Am I right? So what is that one component? Output label opened, I closed it. It's one component. Input text opened, closed, one component. Output label opened, closed, one component. Input text opened, closed, one component. So page block section will divide row into number of columns. In each column, one component will be displayed. Page block section will divide row into number of columns. In each column, one component will be displayed. But what is happening? Because only one column, one component, label is coming here, box is coming here. They are coming aligned, but they are not coming together. Now this is one component, one column, another component, another column. But what I want both of them to be together at one place. If you want to display more than one component in a single column, generally one component, one column. Generally one component, one column. One component, one column. If I want to display more than one component in a single column, within a single column, then we have a concept of page block section item. When I am going for a page block section item, when you want to display more than one component in a single column, general rule is what? Within the page block section, one component, one column. If you want to display more than one component within a single column, then I will go for page block section item. Now look at this. Now we have this. We have a page block. So we have a page block section. Then we are dividing row into two columns. We are dividing the row into two columns. We are dividing the row into two columns here. Generally, what is our concept here? Generally, what is the concept? One column, one component. But when I say page block section item, page block section item, page block section item. What was that? Page block section item. I opened a component, I closed a component. It is called I opened, I closed. It is one component only. I opened and I closed. It is one component only. In every column, one page block section item is printed. In every column, one page block section item is printed. Now, within the page block section item, we can write maximum two elements. Within the page block section item, we can write maximum output label. Input text. Now, within the page block section item, how many elements I can create? Two elements I can create. Within the page block section item, we can create how many elements? 2 elements. Within the page block section item, we can create 2 elements. Now, I opened a component. I closed a component. I opened it, I closed it. It is one component. Within that component, whatever you write is your headache. Within one column, one component can be printed. When I say one component, once you open till you close, it is called one component. Once you open till you close, it is called one component. Within the page block section item, I can define 2 elements at max. I can define how many elements? Maximum 2. So, in the page we have page block. In the page block we have page block section. In the page block section we have page block section item. Are you clear? Within the page block section item, how many elements we can have? 2 elements. In the page we have page block. In the page block section. In the section we have section item. Within the section item, maximum 2 elements. Alright, I hope you got my point. Am I clear? So generally, page block section means one column, one element. But if you have a need of displaying more than one element, generally page block section is what? One column, one element. But if you have a requirement of displaying more than one element, if you have a requirement of displaying more than one element, then I will go for page block section item. When I go for page block section item, within that I can display 2 elements. I hope you are good. Okay. Now, why did I go for this? Look at the point. Page block section. Within the page block section, I have page block section item. In the section item, I am giving internet input text. This is one element. Again, if you want to go for one more, Apex. Let us have a preview. What happened? Both these 2 elements came in one column. Both these 2 elements came in one column. So one page block section item, page block section item 1, it is in one column. Page block section item 2, it is in another column. This is one column, this is another column. Now I am saying per row, I want only one element. I hope you got my point here. Is that was clear? People have followed. So what is a page block section item? It is a child of page block. Page block section item. This is a child component of every page block section item will be displayed in one column of the page block. every page block section item will be displayed in one column of the page block section. Every page block section item can have maximum of every page block section item can have maximum of 2 child elements. Maximum of 2 child elements. Now people have followed this. What is the structure? Page block section. Within the section we have section item. Every section item will be printed in one column of page block section. One page block section item will be printed in one column of page block section. I hope you are good. People have followed this example. Clear? So let us build some UI. Now I want you to design this form. Now am I referring to the data from a table? No. I'm just creating my own custom forms. Now I have a page block section, but I don't give any title for the page block section. I have a page block section, but I have not given any. Okay, for your understanding, I'll give. So create this example, everyone. How will you define? Title we have Apex form. Now Apex form. Listen. Page block. Then page block buttons. We have command button. Command button value equal to cancel. So we have save, we have cancel. Then we have the next one, page block. I told number of columns, page block. So we have page block section item, page block section item. We are supposed to create label input. Input. Similarly, this is one element. First, let us see the UI. I guess I also gave title, right? Section title equal to. Then I also should give collapsible equal to false. Otherwise, that arrow mark will come. So, title, subtitle, page block title, buttons. Then you have section. Under the section, we have last name. Input. Now we gave second part of the story, input text. Go to the column, last name, first name. Now what is the other data I ask you to create? Phone and city. Right. So go for a preview. This is what I have created. Last name, first name, phone and city. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? So what we have done, created a page block, first page with a section header, form. Why did I take form? Because I have taken input elements, I have taken a form. Then I have taken a buttons also. Then page block buttons, then page block section. Each one is one section item. Why did I take section item? Because in every column I want to print two elements. If it is only one element, I don't require section item. Because I want to go for two elements, I created a page block section item, then output label, input text. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Okay. Let us go to the remaining elements. I'll go to the remaining elements. What are my remaining elements? I want to create pick list. I want to create a radio buttons. I want to create a checkbox groups. So how will you create? This is good for everyone. Everyone followed this example. Clear for everyone? Right. If I don't mention column equal to 1, what will happen? Side by side. Okay. Pardon me? How are you creating input text box? Input text is for what? Creating an input text box. After listening to 45-minute session, about input text, you are asking what is input text. Right. So this is to create box. If you don't create this, okay. Right. Let us go to the next. We are trying to understand next input components. Listen carefully, boss. Now we are supposed to understand how to create pick list options. radio buttons or checkboxes. Now, if I take a pick list, now I created a radio buttons. I told you are supposed to select any one of the course. When I say you are supposed to select any one of the course, what was this? It is an option. It is an option. It is an option. So we are creating what? Option. Suppose if I am creating I told you can choose a one or more number of courses. If I say you can choose one or more number of courses, we'll go with a checkbox. When do I go for radio button? You are allowed to select any one radio button. You can select more than one checkbox. Now here, what is this Java? What is Java? Option. Oracle? Option. Salesforce? Option. If I am creating a pick list, what are these options? Now either you do this or this or this. What I was supposed to do? Create options first. Create option. If you add this option to the radios, it become a radio button. If you add the option to the checkboxes, checkbox option, pick list option. But the common point here is we are supposed to create option. How will you create the option? Now look at the point. Now let us say I got this. Like this I give. Now this is the page. Now when you click on the button, request will go to Apex class. Request will go to Apex class. Now I have a logic here. What you selected? You selected equal to men. Do this logic. Else. If you selected is now I have two options here. How the options are displayed? Options are displayed to the user as men and so with what name the option is displayed, it is called item label. It is called item. With what name option is displayed to you on the UI, it is called item label. If I select this, submit the button, whatever the option I selected, this value should go to Apex class. If I select this, what value I have to send here to the Apex class? That is called item value. How I am displaying? Item label. When I select this option, which value should go to the class? It is called item value. Let me give one more example. What is the item label? Item label. If I select this option, submit the button, request will go to Apex class. Right now we are not writing Apex class, but down the line we go for it. Apex class. Now what I'm saying, if I select Hyderabad, what is the value that should go to the Apex class? It has to send TG. If selected equal to do logic. If selected equal to if selected equal to now if I select this option, what is the value that is going on? If I select this option and click on the button, if I select this option, what is the value I want to send? If I select this option, what is the value I want to send? I want to send TN. So what was that? How you want to display the option? If you select this option, what is the value you want to send it to the server? There is Apex class that is called item value. How you want to display? Item label. When you are creating an option, how you are, okay, with what name you are displaying. If you select this, what is the value I have to submit to the Apex class? Is item value. So how many options we have? Item label, item value. Okay. Now, if I want to create any option, we create like this. Apex select option. We are creating an option here, where I am giving item label equal to how I am displaying item. If I select this label, what is the value that is going to Apex class? Item value. Next option, select item label. What is the option it goes? I hope you got my point. Now you want to give both the same. Label is also Chennai. Item value also you want to submit as a Chennai. No issue. Label is how the option will be displayed on the UI. When I select this option, which value will go to server is item value. If I write a program on the server, we will know what you have selected. Now if I want to know what value I received, I have to write a program in the server. Till then I will not be able to show you what I have selected. Are you clear about it? Are you clear? So how are you creating? If you want to create a option, select option, item label, item value. Label will be displayed. When you select the label, the value will go to server. Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Okay. Let me give you the quick example. Look at the concept. You have Apex page block. We have Apex page block. Then I am giving here Apex output. When I give output label value equal to pick list, label is printed. Okay. Now beside the label, what do you want to display? Pick list I want to display. How will you do it? apex select list. I gave apex select list size equal to 1. What was that? Select list means pick list. Select list means pick list. In the pick list, do you have any option? No option. So create the option. Apex option item label. Select option item label item value. What are displayed? Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. What are they called? Item labels. Now if I select this item label as Bangalore, which value is going to server? K is going. Okay. I hope you are clear with this. So what was this? Select list. Select list. Now I am creating one more apex. I gave size equal to 1. Why? Right? That is the reason only one option is displayed at a time. If I give size equal to 2, two option. I want at a time only one option to be displayed. Value. We have already. Select radio. In the radio, the same three options what I created here, I am pasting. Only difference is there I gave select list. Here I was giving select radio. We are getting radio buttons. Then I am giving one more apex. Same set of three options I am giving. Instead of select list, select radio, select checkbox. You are getting select checkbox. The way we are creating the option is the same. The way we are creating the option is not changing. The way we are creating the option is not changing. Okay, only the top head is changing. What is that? Select list, select radio, select checkboxes. Are you clear about it? So what we have? Select radio, select checkboxes, select list. How the option is created? Select option, item label, item value. Select option, item label, item value. Select option, item label, item value. I hope you are good. People are good. Now, why I have taken page block section item? Because label name I am giving, box I am giving. Now this select checkbox is opened, closed. It is called one component. Select radio opened, closed. It is a one component. Output label is one component. Select radio is another component. I hope you are good with this. People have followed this example. Right. Let us try one example on this. Look at the code. Still anybody has any query, let me know.
Hi, Satish.
Yes.
So what is item value? I didn't get in detail. So can you please explain it again?
Now, you are creating here. If you select this, why are you, if you select this, what is your intention? What did you select?
So it's the capital of Telangana.
Now the point is, what is the label you selected there? In the pick list, what is the label we selected? Let us say
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad selected. Now when you select this, what is your intention? You want to send some value to server. When you click on the button, this data should go to Apex class to perform a insertion or deletion or whatever you want. When you select this option, click on the button, which value should go to Apex class? You selected this is only label. When you select this label, what is the value that should go to the server? That we are giving as item value. If you go to the server, what you do, when you write a Apex class, you'll write the logic. Now we don't have any Apex class, so I'm not writing any logic now. When you select this, what is the value that should go to Apex class is the question. Now, why Hyderabad is displayed here? Why we are getting Hyderabad? When you give item label, Hyderabad is displayed here. When you say item value, if somebody select Hyderabad, which value should go to the server? Which value should go to the person who selected this? Is item value. I hope you're good. Right, boss? Okay. Any other queries?
No.
Hi, Satish.
Yes.
Why the labels are not coming in online? Here the radio button. It's
Now because we
coming
use
little
the
bit up.
edge block section item row. Right. If you want to align them again, we have different concept like output panel, output label, output panel, panel grid. We have to use them to get aligned. Okay.
Okay.
Right. I hope you are good with this. So let us form one example. The same example what we have done in the earlier. Let us enhance it. Now generate this output. So look at the code. First we are supposed to give apex section header. Always the section header will be on the top. Employee. Block. Station. Then I was supposed to go with page block, buttons, location. Then I got a section. Collapsible equal to false. Then what is the order in which I have to give? Name, languages, city, gender. 1, 2, 3, 4. Name, languages. Apex, page, block, section. Apex, output, label, value equal to. Right. Similarly, we had apex, page block, section. I have languages. Apex, output, label. Then I have this is what checkbox group. Select checkbox. Select checkboxes. So I have option. How do you create? Select option, item label. Then next we have city and gender. Page block. Select list size equal to 1. Select option, item value. Item value equal to none. Item label. Then we have next one. What is the next one we had? Generate. Instead of here it is what? Select radio. Now in the radio buttons I don't have a size actually. Error. Come again, Amma. So have a preview. We have generated this example. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Still we can organize it better, but we need to go for some CSS. Okay. Right now, with respect to the topics what we covered, this is the best structure what we can form. With respect to the topics what I covered, this is the structure what I can form the best. When you go down the line, still we can enhance it. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this? Okay. So, I'll wind here. The next extension of this topic is how to send this data to Apex class. Now we have created. Now our intention should be sending this data to Apex class, storing the data in Apex class, performing some logic, getting the output. Now we only created a form where I got UI. Whatever the data I entered here, how to capture them in the Apex class, perform the logic and display, that will be the next part of the story. Now from now on, everything we take is a combination of Visualforce and Apex. Every Visualforce concept is introduced with a combination of Apex. Right? So still there are many components, but we will be learning them along with the Apex combination. I hope you got the structure. Clear for everyone? Any other query from your end on this? Clear, boss?
Yes.
Chalo.
Yes, it is.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So in one page block section item, so we can have only one element. Fine. So in
Two
a
elements
single.
in one page block section item, we can have two child elements.
Okay. Yeah. If, for example, if first name and the text box, fine, that to be entered by the user.
Yes. Two elements.
And okay, and in a single page block section, so we can have only one title, right?
Single page block section, one element
Yes.
in one column.
Yeah.
Apex page block section item opened here, closed here. It's called one element.
Okay.
Okay, boss.
Okay. Okay. Yes. In page block A section, so we can have only one element, and that is the section item.
Not section, any item, one you can write.
Okay.
Any
So
one element you can. See, don't make yourself confused and make others confused. Make it simple. Within the page block section, one column, one element can be printed. There can be any element. There can be any element.
Okay.
Now ask your question now.
No, but in a page block section item, you said that we can have two elements. Fine. The one is the output label, and the
See,
other is into
you
text.
are taking a mix of two concepts. This is different. This is different. Both are two different components. They are not same. When you say page block section, the section column 1, column 2. In the page block section, only one element can be printed. There can be anything, any one element. One element. Similarly, any one element. This is also one element. One element means what? Once I open till I close, it's one element. Once I open till I close, it's called one element. Right. Fine.
No, actually, yeah, the page block section and the page block section item. This is not clear again, Satish. I'm not getting it clearly.
What I explained right now, boss. Did you practice page block section examples?
Yes.
No. Right? You don't practice that page block section, how will you get the page block section item? Now what was this?
Yeah, it's a common button.
Now, what did you receive? One element in one column. 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 What is this one element? I opened a page block, I closed a page block. What you write within this is not, I am not interested on this. Once you open till you close, it's called one element. That's why this complete element was displayed in one column. Similarly,
Oh.
it is one element. I opened, I closed. Within this, I can write two elements. We can have two chain
Okay.
elements.
Yeah, I got it now.
It's one element. Okay?
Yes, now yes, the enter name, this output label as well as the text field is
Now,
are
again,
equally.
you're making khichdi. This is opening of the element, this is the closing of element. This is one block. Whatever you write within this is a part of this element only.
Yes.
Now, why you are not asking the same here? Chalo, remove this. Why you are not asked the same question here?
Yeah, here we have two elements. One is the cancel button, one is the yes submit button.
Right. So whatever you write, it's not whatever you write within this is a part of this element, right? So
Okay.
this is complete is called one element. Now,
Okay.
now I have taken. Now it's not necessary that I have to take input text and output text. I can give whatever I want. Now I have taken two buttons here. Right. It is a opening of the element. It is a closing of the element. It is a combination. Now any
Yes.
two within the page block section item, we can give any two elements. Okay. Got it, Amma?
Yes. So the page block is section item. You can have two or more than two child elements.
Maximum two.
Maximum two child elements. Yes. Elements.
Okay. Right, boss?
Okay. Thank you.
Satish, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we are using pick list option for pick list. About multi-select pick list, we'll use same or there is a different component?
No. There is a different option. Basically, when you go to multi-selector, option will be same, but there is one extra attribute called multi-selector. If you say multi-select equal to true, we'll be getting. Actually,
check.
I have not used it here because multi-select will give you a list of values. When you say multi-select,
Okay.
you're going to select more than one option, right? So you'll get a list of values.
Correct. Yes.
So when you go to the list
Yes.
concept, I'll tell you how to store that value. Because right now,
Okay.
example, we are dealing with only a single value. Multi-select will have a group of
Yes.
values. That's why I have bypassed that part. If you want to make any pick list as a multi-select, this is how we have to give. It becomes a multi-select. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
Satish,
Yeah.
is there a difference when we run this in classic mode or lightning mode?
No difference in the mode. There is no difference.
The output
Now,
will be same.
yeah. The point is, Visual Force pages will not run on classic lightning. Visual Force is purely for classic mode. Apex wise, there is no difference. But Visual Force is designed for classic, not for lightning.
Oh,
In the lightning, Visual Force will not run. The Visual Force, for the lightning, we have to go for lightning components.